Hi guys again. I just found this, and it's my English journal from school. And yeah, it's filled with Full Metal Alchemist stuff mostly, but it also has cute little chibi Ichigo, and this from Naruto. It says, "Hi Mom, it's Kisame." I don't think I'm saying that right. And Itachi. Yeah, it's my English journal, and it has, okay, the first entry we had to write our obituary, which was kind of cool and creepy at the same time. I'm obsessed with anything that has to do with the Titanic, so I talked about how, I was a writer as a journalist, and then 2 years after living in DC, she was asked to move to London, and oh yeah, I became the prince's piano teacher, apparently. Yeah, I'm so not good at that. I married a guy named Colin, apparently, and we moved to London, and I adopted 2 orphans who were begging on the street. Years later, like many years later, I went to the Titanic sinking place so I could write a story. I was taken down to the ship, but something went wrong, and the windows broke. And it's like 300 pounds per square inch or something down there. Like, it's just like, and the windows are like 9 inches thick so that you don't die. But if windows break down there, you instantly die. And the submersible is called. So yeah, I died there. Entry number 2 is Free Topic, and I talked about Full Metal Alchemist. It's like, it's the story of 2 boys whose father, blah blah blah, you know the story. And side note, alchemy is the science of transforming or transmutating an object into a different object made of the same matter. For something to be gained, something must be given up. This is what alchemists call equivalent exchange, but I couldn't remember what it's called at that time, so I called it fair trade. Other stuff like, who would you invite to dinner? And I said Vic Mignogna. And then I had to write a biography on that person. I found out how old he was, and I was surprised because he looked so young. Like, seriously, late 20s, early 30s at best, not late-ish 40s. And then, what would you have for superpowers? What would you be famous for? Something about the Outsiders. What would your dream profession be? What would you do with $1 million for the last 24 hours of your life? I wrote this random poem or something. Though darkness only... Okay, I was like in an emo phase apparently when I wrote this. Though darkness only comes at night, it also appears by day, disguised as things that we fear or hate. But we must not hate the dark, because without it there can be no light. Why can't there always be light, you must ask? Because if it was always light, we would be blinded to the few who bring darkness into our world. To be prepared for the worst, we must survive both through the good and the bad. That makes no sense whatsoever. What would you do if you were a musician? What would you plan? Oh yeah, the party of the century. I would have like the biggest cosplay picnic ever, apparently. What's your favorite song? 10 things you would like to do before you die. I said go to an anime convention, go to Belfast, Ireland on April 15th, 2012, become a voice actor, see an MCR concert, go to Berlin, see the end of world hunger, meet Vic Mignogna, meet Stephen King, publish a book, and go to Egypt. That's a lot of stuff that will never happen. What would you if you were invisible for a day? I said I would sneak into the movies and eat a bunch of junk food and all the non-original stuff. What would you do during vacation? Man, I would play Kingdom Hearts, apparently. If I had 3 wishes, you had to describe, like, we went outside and described stuff, like, the clouds in the sky, oh wait, no, I'm not gonna read that one. The gleam of the palm trees, gleam, emerald, like a glistening gem, and it's just like, oh god, I'm so cheesy. Yeah, we have palm trees down here! We have palm trees at school! Or, the school I went to before I started homeschooling. You had to describe yourself. Like, my teacher read it, and it was really good. Like, I usually don't say that about this, but it was really good. And the thing she came out with is that you shouldn't swear. Like, I like her and all, but I said shit. That's it. Or I wrote it once. It's just like, I have been through a lot of shit. For me. Oh, crap. Now I'm feeling like, oh, what a whiny little bitch. Great. Just what I need. What I would love to do this weekend. Oh, yeah. If anything could exist, anything at all, what would it be? And I said, I wish there really was a Doctor Who. And then the last one is, the last one was, if you could have the perfect school, what would it look like? How many people would be in it? And what would your classes be? And I said, art, German, science, math, literature, English, band, and drama. That has been 7 minutes of real life wasted. Anyway, yeah, sorry for wasting it.